Imagine a forest falling to illegal logging, a town lost in smog, and a flood hit village stranded and silent.
When danger, distance, or disaster holds us back, who reaches first?
The answer is up in the sky, literally. Drones are agile, intelligent, and tireless, transforming how we protect, monitor, and respond to environmental and humanitarian crises.
Welcome to Module 4 Drone Technology in Environment and Disaster Management. In this module, we will discover how these unmanned aerial heroes go beyond flight, serving as data gatherers, rescuers, and lifesavers.
By the end of this module, you will be able to explain the role of drones in deforestation tracking and forest surveillance. Describe how drones are used for air and water pollution monitoring using advanced sensor payloads. Identify the impact of drones in real time disaster response operations, including search and rescue missions. Understand how drones aid in mapping disaster affected areas. And demonstrate knowledge of how drones are used for critical supply delivery in inaccessible or post disaster zones. Let's begin with a fundamental environmental challenge: deforestation.
Imagine you're a forest officer responsible for 20,000 hectares of protected land. How do you monitor it all, every day, every corner?
The challenge is real. Monitoring large and often remote forest areas in real time is nearly impossible with traditional foot patrols or satellite snapshots. Illegal logging happens faster than we can track. But don't worry, we have LIDAR equipped drones. These unmanned aerial systems, or UAS, fly preset paths over forests using high resolution cameras and advanced sensors to map terrain, monitor canopy health, and detect land use changes. The result? They fly across large stretches, collecting near real time imagery and detailed geospatial maps that help forest departments track deforestation with precision.
And the impact is massive. You can now detect illegal logging operations as they happen, identify vulnerable forest patches, track post disaster damage from fires or floods, and assess forest regeneration over time.
This all means better conservation, timely intervention, and stronger enforcement of environmental policies.
And when it comes to air and water, another silent threat that is creeping in is pollution. Let's take a closer look.
Picture a smog choked town and a once lifeline river turned toxic. Residents struggle to breathe, but the source remains hidden. The air is thick, the water reeks, and the site is too dangerous to access. With no real time data, the monitoring team waits while pollution spreads silently and unchecked.
Monitoring certain pollution sources, such as chemical factories, landfill sites, and contaminated lakes, poses a serious challenge. These are often located in remote or hazardous zones, making regular, safe monitoring nearly impossible.
To address these challenges comes AQI sensor payload drones. These drones are equipped with advanced pollution sensors capable of detecting air pollutants like carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and harmful pollutants like particulate matter with a diameter of 2.5 micrometers or less, that is PM 2.5, as well as water pollutants like pH, turbidity, and chemical residues. They soar safely into danger zones, capturing real time data. More than flying cameras, these drones are mobile labs, delivering vital insights to command centers and instantly flagging pollution hotspots.
The impact of integrating drones into pollution monitoring is transformative. By granting access to previously unreachable or hazardous sites, drones enable the collection of instant environmental insights that were once difficult or dangerous to obtain. Their ability to detect pollution spikes in real time facilitates rapid containment and swift intervention, significantly minimizing environmental damage. This technological edge enhances the enforcement of compliance standards, allowing regulatory bodies to act based on timely and accurate data. Furthermore, drones reduce the overall cost and risk associated with traditional monitoring methods by limiting the need for human deployment in unsafe areas.
Ultimately, drone collected data supports a more targeted and data driven approach to identifying pollution sources, streamlining mitigation efforts, and strengthening long term environmental governance.
While drones help prevent and contain environmental damage, their role becomes even more crucial during disasters.
When disaster strikes, an earthquake, flood, fire, or avalanche, what's the first and most urgent challenge?
It's finding survivors.
But how do you locate people trapped under debris, submerged by floodwaters, or lost in remote terrains when every second counts and conditions are too dangerous for rescuers? Traditional ground search efforts, though brave and tireless, are often slow and limited. Collapsed buildings, blocked roads, and unstable debris make it dangerous for rescue teams to navigate. Valuable hours can be lost, and in such moments, time is life.
Now, picture a drone rising from the disaster's edge, equipped with thermal and infrared sensors. In minutes, it scans wide areas, soaring over wreckage, cutting through smoke, and entering places too dangerous for humans. This is search and rescue AI in action. The drone detects heat signatures, indicating where survivors may be trapped. It relays real-time visuals to command centers, and it helps identify both danger zones and safe access routes for rescue teams on the ground.
What was once a slow and perilous search now becomes fast, focused, and informed. Drones slash search time, quickly locating trapped or injured people and guiding rescue teams with precision. By scanning hazardous zones from above, they boost safety and increase the odds of finding survivors, especially in hard to reach areas.
But knowing where people are is just the first step. Teams also need a clear, dynamic view of the entire disaster site to plan their moves. That's where the next use case fits in.
Let's say a flood hits. Roads vanish, power's out, and communication lines are dead. Rescue teams are ready, but where do we start? Some villages are cut off, others possibly worse. Without a real-time aerial view, ground assessments take too long. And in disasters, guesswork can cost lives.
In such cases, SAR AI drones equipped with high-resolution cameras, LiDAR sensors, and GPS modules play a major role. Once deployed, they fly over affected areas, capturing detailed imagery and 3D terrain data. This raw data is instantly processed into orthomosaic maps, that is, highly accurate, layered visuals that reveal everything from collapsed buildings to blocked roads and flooded paths. With these aerial maps in hand, emergency planners assess damage, identify blocked roads, locate shelters, and plan evacuation routes more effectively.
The impact? Smarter decisions, targeted interventions, and efficient use of limited resources. It's like giving first responders a digital twin of the disaster site, live, layered, and accurate.
Once you know where the need is, the final challenge is getting help there, especially when roads are gone.
And that brings us to our last use case.
Ever wondered what happens when disaster cuts off entire villages, roads gone, bridges collapsed? In those moments, survival hinges on how fast help can reach.
That's the grim reality after many disasters, roads blocked, transport stalled, and vital supplies stranded. This is the access barrier challenge. In those crucial early hours, traditional delivery fails, and relief may take days if it arrives at all.
This is where drones, especially beyond visual line of sight or BVLOS drones, can be deployed instantly. They need no roads or clear skies, just a destination. With cargo bays or drop systems, they deliver food, water, medicine, and aid directly to remote communities. In minutes, they reach isolated villages, make multiple drops, and return to reload, while trucks remain stuck miles behind.
The result? a game changer. Faster relief, shorter response times, and more lives saved. By flying over broken roads and reaching the heart of disaster zones, drones ensure critical supplies arrive when they matter most, easing the load on ground teams and directing help where humans are needed most. In moments when the ground stands still, drones make sure hope keeps moving.
We now understand that the capabilities of drones are rapidly evolving, from aerial photography and surveillance to delivering medical supplies in remote areas. But the horizon just got closer with the advent of passenger-carrying drones, ushering in a new era of urban air mobility. A groundbreaking example of this futuristic shift is Indigo's plan to introduce all-electric air taxi services in India by 2026. In partnership with Archer Aviation, the airline aims to revolutionize how we commute within and between cities. Let's look at some of the key highlights of this initiative. Strategic partnership. Indigo, through its parent company Interglobe Enterprises, has teamed up with Archer Aviation for this project. Advanced aircraft. The service will utilize Archer's EVTOL aircraft, which are designed for vertical takeoff and landing. Passenger capacity. Each air taxi will carry 4 passengers and a pilot, ensuring a comfortable and efficient short-haul travel experience. Route and speed. The initial route will connect Connaught Place in Delhi to Gurugram, covering the distance in just 7 minutes. Affordability. The expected cost is between 2,000 rupees to 3,000 rupees per trip. Expansion. After Delhi, Mumbai and Bengaluru are next in line for deployment. Operational timeline. The service is expected to launch by 2026, positioning India among the frontrunners in embracing aerial mobility. This initiative reflects a bold step toward a future where drones will not just deliver packages, but people. It has the potential to transform urban transport, reduce congestion, and cut down carbon emissions, all while saving time for millions.
With this, we come to the end of this module.
Remember, whether it's protecting forests, pinpointing pollution, rescuing survivors, mapping flood zones, or delivering aid, drones are revolutionizing how government agencies operate.
They are your eyes in the sky, your mobile sensors, your supply carriers, and your first responders.
And with the right policies, training, and partnerships, these flying allies can help us build a more resilient, responsive, and sustainable future. Thank you for completing this module. Each module comes with a dedicated handout for your reference. You can refer or download it. The handouts include a brief and detailed summary, explanation of how the technology works, use cases covered, and a glossary of key terms. Well done on completing the course. Before you take the assessment, thank you for being part of this learning journey. We hope you found the course valuable and insightful. In today's fast-evolving tech landscape, staying updated is essential. The Wadhwani Center for Government Digital Transformation WGDT offers curated courses on emerging technologies for government offices, available on both the I Got Karma Yogi Bharat platform and the WGDT Learning platform. Enroll on I Got Karma Yogi Bharat platform. Here is WGDT I Got course list. Register on the WGDT Learning platform. As you move to the assessment, explore further. Have ideas or challenges to share from your department or ministry? Submit here. Your learning journey doesn't end here. It's a step towards building a tech-enabled, future-ready government. Jai Hind. By filling this form, you consent to share your information with WGDT. WGDT may contact you based on the challenges shared in this form. This will involve using your name, email, phone, and designation. Your details will only be used for support and not shared externally. All WGDT services provided are free of cost.